Boom. Okay, it is working. Yay! 10. 10. Wait, there it goes. Of course, I have to jump around. Alright. Alright. Okay. Clearing off some things here. Oh, look at that beautiful music. That's Teknoaxe for you. So I'm going to turn it down just a bit more. Because it will get quiet when I talk anyways, but, you know. Alright, that's the background. Oh my goodness! What do you mean existential dread? I just had a voice talk in my head. Who is this? Oh. Not only that, but... Alright, now people can hear you because I didn't realize I didn't turn that one on. Actually, I do realize now that... Do I have the two of them conflicting with each other? I do! I'll have to change that around sometime. It seems like Spotify is interacting with my headphone set. So I have to turn that off real quick. Because I know why. Now I can't hear the music, but everyone else gets to until it cuts off and until somebody tells me otherwise. Hey, the music stopped. Like, well, let me drop another beat, yo. So how are you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Very good. Very wonderful.
Oh no, I'm sure you sensed the sarcasm, but that's cool.
Not at all. I was trying to be kind and not think of it at all.
Existential dread.
Isn't that every artist's life? We all. And that's why we draw it. Especially like in my case where I draw it in a comic form. Which, sadly enough, you know, when I look back at it and it's like, when you see Facebook going, it's like, remember this memory? And I go, wow, it's been a while since I've posted one. And not only that, but a clean one. Well, not that they're all clean at all. I mean, the very first one I thought was absolutely hilarious, being that it was picking somebody's brain, in this case Ginger's. Quite graphic, I must say. But yeah, I have this VizRef app up that I was doing for the random logo design idea I had this morning, and that was strictly just because I played with the idea of a food truck. That was it. Just one of those little things like, gosh, it'd be nice. And the idea of the food truck would be that it's in season, hence the name of the food truck. Whatever's in season.
What is in season?
Well, think of it as in seasonal. Like when watermelon's in season, or when it's squash it, and those kinds of things. So depending on what time of the year it is would determine what actually is on that menu. Probably change every month.
So summer deliciousness is in season.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
For now.
For now. Which means, like, watermelon, I guess, is a big deal. I'm not a big fruit person. I'm good with honeydew. And strawberries and blueberries.
Pineapples!
I only enjoy apples because I like cutting them really thin, and it's just fun to fan them out, and then I just hand them off to someone else.
Did you just ignore that I said pineapples?
Oh, I thought you said apples, and oh my gosh.
And blue cheese?
Blue cheese, I don't like to eat my perfume, so I prefer to wear it. Ha ha ha! Oh, wait. Is that revealing too much? I don't know.
I'm gonna buy you some blue cheese cologne.
Okay. I'm trying to save files so I don't have. Wait, is that one? That's not right. And I got this new monitor, and it's been messing with me because I don't have it set up exactly like I used to. Oh my gosh, going from a 21-inch screen up to a 23.5 or 20.5 to a 23.5. And then not only that, but the resolution difference, it's jarring. But I'm loving it.
Is it all 60 frames per second?
I don't think it's
88 miles per hour.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. No, this is going off the rails completely. I just forgot what I was gonna say. I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Logo design and comic design.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm supposed to keep you on track though, and where you said we're not gonna have any roads, I think we're kind of screwed.
We're already doing so well. Wow, I like it. When I type out Ginge Snaps, I always capitalize the I for some odd reason, because I'm not quick off the shift, I guess. I do this every time, like every single file has GI in capital.
GI Ginge.
Yeah. Just transition. What? What is it showing? Did it really lock up on that? Oh my gosh, this is why we did not use that anymore.
What'd you do?
You know, when you think something will actually work out, because you're having problems with the other one, it doesn't seem to. Because now it's locked up on... Because it doesn't... Alright, let's make sentences and formulate thoughts. In Streamlabs OBS, when I actually tell it to go, just keep looking at this one app, it doesn't. So I'm forced to do my display, which doesn't quite fit, which was what I was having trouble with before. So here I am grabbing it again. There, because like this is what I'm talking about. It's just a jerk, because it's kind of hanging off the edge, and that's because of the resolution of this screen. Doesn't like the ratio doesn't quite fit like a 1080 set, so it's what I get for upgrading to 2K. Dang it. Doesn't quite translate. There's some pixels falling off either. And you know, other people might not care, but when I was looking at it, it was bugging me. So I'm just not gonna look at it. Even though out of the corner of my eye I can still kind of see it. Well, I have my official notes all on sticky notes here for a comment. I guess I could start with that. Right?
Sorry you had to run and get a pencil. What now?
Well, I was mentioning that the 2K screen doesn't quite fit into that 1080 section. And my official notes, be it that of sticky notes, I'm trying to set up each frame. Now this one comic has 6 frames. There's the second one. There you were, hiding underneath this screen.
You're daring to dream with 2 more frames.
I know, typically I would always make these with 4. I said, nah, let's go bigger. Or go home. Even though I'm sitting at No.
I am home.
Yeah, I thought that was what's going on.
Where am I?
Well, there's that existential dread starts there. We're gonna use a nice bright red. Look at that, a lovely shade of red, like blood, as it spills out of their tongue. Yes, things get dark, children. Alright. So since these are in sticky notes or in square form, I need to figure out what best way to put them all together, because this sticky note version is not... I mean, I guess I could just put that up and go, hey, here's a comic in sticky note form.
That'd be an interesting way to present it.
I know, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? It'd simplify everything, because I seem to just... I'm obsessed with sticky notes. So I'm like, sticky note this, and then slap, slap. As a matter of fact, I spent a good portion of today. I have a huge pile of sticky notes off to the side. And...
Nathan has a problem.
I have a problem.
It's not a problem, it's a condition.
I have a really big problem with sticky notes. I like them too much, and if I have color ones, oh my gosh, color coordinating. I don't know why. And not only that, it's like, I now have to go through and sort those, because they are no longer in order. As a matter of fact, when I was looking for these ones in the pile of it, I went, crap, I didn't mean to actually put them in that file. I meant to set them to the side. I actually had to find them individually. Luckily, 4 of them were stuck together, but for frame 1 and 2 were all mixed into the file. Yeah, that's always fun. Alright.
Your organization never fails.
I have all my ideas, which is exactly how it's organized in my head, so... Flatly laying on top of each other, slightly stuck, so I can't quite see the other one without severely peeling it off and possibly losing some of the text anyways. Right? Crap, peeled it too fast. I wonder what I meant at the beginning of that sticky note.
And the plot's gone.
Oh, that half an idea sounds good. I wonder what the other portion was.
I love that when paper gets stuck together, and like if you rip a piece of paper, you'll be like, oh, I'll just grab the other piece and make it back together. But then when they get stuck together like a sandwich and you rip it and it fades from existence, whatever was there, into the depths of whatever paper hell it falls to, and you're like, no, come back to me. You were there to help me.
Your only purpose was to help. But never. No. It's never that easy. To organize one's thoughts.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know what kind of name I should give this one. Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Total Eclipse of the Fart.
See, now that makes me feel like I should be putting like a little toot at the final frame.
Just saying things to see if you'll have new ideas. Like maybe you can do Total Eclipse of the Heart for this one, and then sequel Total Eclipse of the Fart.
You know, there is one like that could definitely be. Who hasn't farted on their friend's head? Come on, right? Because all I could think of is... But here's the kicker. Who has ever taken down their pants to expose their butt cheeks and ever farted on their friend? Best friend. That is Total Eclipse of the Fart.
That is best friend material right there.
Right? Because that's some pretty extreme stuff, because you're getting full-fledged ass flapping and no filter on that fart.
Which is the only way to experience a fart, really.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, why? What are you gonna bother? Why?
Well, have you ever cozied up to Josh and ever just farted against him, and he goes, "Dang, that feels like a match on my skin," right? Have you ever done that? Have you? Because I have. With Josh, no less. No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna meet you next week and give you that ring. It'll be fine. Take the trip to Hawaii. Be one. Stop fighting your inner feels.
I know. Josh is a lot of man. He could be shared.
I don't share.
Ooh. Ah, great. Perfect. I'd expect that from my sister. No sharing.
No! You're not sharing nothing.
I don't know why I'm fussing over how to write the word frame. How about I should stop? Focus. Alright. But yeah, I asked for a title. Title this. Title.
Hell, Nathan, you don't even have to make it frames right now if you don't want to. Just draw little stills of what you want and position them in a frame later.
That's true. Because I got this cool...
It helps.
I got this cool guy. Let's see if I can get the perspective again. Don't like them lines. And it's really nice with this screen. Because for some odd reason, this is way too fast and fluid compared to the other one. But it does feel very responsive. Don't mind my burps. I had pizza earlier. Their pizza burps are amazing. And
when they don't come up with, like, the afterburn of the grease.
Oh my gosh. Are you
Which
kidding me?
Surprised
Are you kidding me? Well, that's because I had ham. And oh my gosh.
Ham on pizza is absolutely disgusting.
Coming from a person that likes pineapple, I'm not gonna...
Pineapple on pizza is perfect.
The what?
Pineapple on pizza is perfection.
You are
You'll
disgusting.
Never understand my art, man.
You are a disgusting individual. No pineapple.
Coming from someone that I have literally had your worst nightmare pizza, which is buffalo chicken with blue cheese and pineapple on it.
Oh my gosh, you had it in my presence too. I do recall you having it there, yes. I was like, no,
oh my god, I did, didn't I?
Yes!
Well, that one didn't have pineapple on it, though. I did have a buffalo...
Yeah, you had the buffalo chicken
with blue cheese, though.
Yes. I think
That's before we went and saw it.
Alright. Chapter 2, no more.
Hell yes.
Great movie. I didn't run out screaming.
I didn't run out screaming whatsoever. I enjoyed those movies because the cast killed it.
True, they did an amazing job with that one.
It felt like the same as like the 90s iteration of it, where people might not have liked part 2 as much because it was kind of slow, but the cast still killed it.
Oh yeah, well, and not only that, but there's something about pacing, and yeah, the previous one definitely felt different pace-wise, the original, but this one, I don't know, they had different actors, which just, I don't know, played up the characters a lot more. It felt like. I'm really thinking I like. Yeah.
As Richie, Jessica Chastain as Beverly. I mean, they had like amazing cast. James McAvoy. That was like, I felt like he was like kind of the outlier, but he still worked.
I like that angle still. Yeah, I'm terrible with actors' names.
angle.
I can think of all of their names, but I can think of the characters, but I can't think of the actual names.
Don't feel bad. I have a bunch of useless trivia in my head that nobody gives a crap about. But you somehow can't make money or a retirement, but you have all that in your head? Yeah, I know. I should be a game show host, right? Something.
Yeah, why not?
As I'm afraid of talking in public. It's always something.
Well, the only way you get good at something is by doing it more. So you should go out on the street and just start talking randomly. And maybe start talking about the end of the world and people will just ignore you and you go, wow, if I just talk crazy shit, nobody will care anyways. So there you go.
Tell me to get good, scrub.
Not necessarily.
Good, scrub. By becoming an end of the world speakeasiest.
Yes.
Sounds good. Let me get my soapbox. I finally got around to watching Tron.
The heck?
I know, I have a problem.
Like the original or
The original.
okay.
Legacy was meh.
I thought it was okay. But yeah, it's not the charm of the first one.
I think they were trying to set up for a third movie and it just didn't go.
Oh yeah, they were. Well, and on top of that, if you remember any of the talk, they actually recut a lot of it after they confronted and asked Pixar staff to go, "Can you help us fix this?" So yes, it wasn't exactly the best story because like we don't like this cut, and it's like yeah, nobody will like that cut. Let's go to our newly acquired, awesome staff of storytellers and see how they would fix this. So I think that Legacy was about the same time that Disney fully acquired Pixar and said, "Nah, you're not gonna be just some side company. You're gonna be full-fledged Disney."
Join the cult of the mouse. Do it.
Google, gobble,
We're eating everything else. Why not?
gobble, gobble, gobble.
The mouse knows no bounds on his appetite. For a corporate takeover.
Corporate takeover? Nah.
You're part of the club now, buddy. Don't you forget it. Vague, threatening clouds in the background.
That reminds me of a South Park. Well, it looks like Mickey is now trying to banish everyone to Valhalla again. I don't know. This doesn't look long enough. Oh, and the first thing I had to do is learn the buttons, and I have these new rollers on the side of this monitor now, so I can do this. Woo, woo, woo. I'm making myself dizzy. This needs to be longer.
Brush size is much easier.
I have to set that up because the other roller is right now not set up and working with it very well. So I'm like, really? So it's like,
I feel like my Wacom tablet has so much potential and I just don't tap into it because I'm lazy.
Well, yeah, this Artist Pro or Artist 24 Pro is got everything my other one did, then no roller. And this pen does not need to be charged. That is like has it really been like 6 months, or have I used it that much? I can't believe it just died on me. in the middle of something, and then I'd be too lazy and it's like I should have hooked up the other one, charge, and it's like now they're both dead. Here I am, waiting on one of them because it's so awkward to have that tether on the back end of it and trying to draw.
Wah, wah.
I know, right? It's just crazy stuff like that. So I'm just blocking this crap out right now. Let's just block it out. I don't know. I really like the sketch, the mini sketch of Ginger, which I can't see because I've blown it out with all the light I have. Go further to the side. Spin. Dance, light, dance. There it goes. Now it focused. See?
Dance, water, dance.
This is my sticky note.
Parts.
Dance, water. I'm all shook up. Wait, what? All I thought is water inside a container and like, shaking it up, and that's water dancing. So that's why I went. I'm all shook up. Yeah, that's my brain. That's my brain.
Don't distract us with anything our brains will not cope.
Yeah, you start a tangent. I'm following.
I just have. I just had an image of was walking down the sidewalk, the word tangents flying overhead. I just reach up and grab it. You reach up and grab my shoes, like, here we go!
And we're all. Did you remember your sunscreen? Crap!
No, it's gonna burn.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna get burnt. Ah! Which...
No, I only have the capacity to lobster.
Yeah. And you know, my last stream, I was wearing sunglasses, and not the last stream, the last Saturday stream. How about that? I was wearing sunglasses the whole time. Oh, it's working. Cause have
you really?
Yes. And it's because like I never considered this, but you can burn the back of your eyes as if it's like a sunburn. So not only my skin will burn, but it seems like my eyes will do the same. No, it's because I was using an iPad and I was recording my baby niece as she was doing all these little crazy things. And of course, I wasn't paying attention to the light reflecting in my eyes because it's like, no, I want the light to my back. So technically the sun is a big spotlight for her. So I'm sitting here with the iPad and getting nifty angles and doing all these crazy things. Well, the whole thing is reflecting in my face. You'd think, oh, I don't have any problem because like I have sunscreen on my face, so I'm not going to get burnt from it. Because I know from snow and a bunch of other things, any reflective light coming up underneath, usually that hurts you. So it's like, I thought nothing of it because like I got sunscreen, I'm good, and I got my wide brim canvas hat, so we're awesome. But no, I screwed up my eyes while doing that for like several hours, for like 3 hours straight, just recording and like setting, running around like that.
Boy, I can't wait till you visit Hawaii.
Yeah.
Come see us and how you do, because I will recognize you underneath all of your layers. And I'll be right there with you soon.
Yeah. See, I won't be the only one. So if anything, you'll be prepared. I feel like this needs to be longer. I'll make it longer. See, be right there along with me. That'd be great.
Wonder Ginge powers activate.
In the form of wide brim hat. No, not straw. That's itchy.
That would be so itchy.
Alright, is this long enough now? I don't know. Is it? Stop it, brain.
You should know these things.
See, now I'm trying to draw a better weird version of his position for this. So new layer, and you know what? Why not? Let's go with blue over the top of this so I can see it. So I haven't fully fleshed out this, but it's a lounge chair, and Ginge is just sitting there. I guess doing a finger gun according to what I could see. Actually, you know what? Do I need to rearrange some of this? I might have to do frame 2, then frame 1. Because now that I'm looking at my little how the story works, all I have is him starting off with it just Ginge lounging like this, saying, "Best put on sunglasses." This dialogue is gold, right?
Spray painted?
Well, the second frame is, "I've been waiting for this solar eclipse. Don't look directly at it." It's not the best lines, but that's part of why this was a quick storyboard. The point is to get to the punchline, which I won't reveal unless I actually get to draw that part. And in that case,
Reveal it.
well, you know what it is. Heck, if you went back into your Facebook Messenger, you'd see that exactly where I'd left off. Drawing cylinders.
I'm not actually streaming today, if anybody is wondering. Just a guest talker today on Nathan's stream.
Just trying to help me stay on task. Sorry.
Which I am totally ace at. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Do triangles, Nathan. Yes, triangles. They work.
Triangles are my favorite shape.
Are they?
Listen to Alt J's song Tessellate and you'll understand.
Why triangles are the favorite shape?
Let's tessellate.
Triangles.
Shut up, birds. No one cares.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Every day.
You sound like you don't like, the cheeriness that birds bring.
Oh no, not at all. They wake me up, and every time I think about Evanescence's song, Inside.
Well, that's a long time since I've heard any Evanescence.
They hadn't released an album in like 10 years. They just released a new one.
What? They're still together?
Yeah, they are. I know, right?
That's my first reaction. Is like, wait, they continued? I thought they were just done. I assumed it's like, yeah, we're done. We won't tell anyone. We'll just go quietly into the night. Which sounds like
they're still here.
It sounds like one of their songs, "Quietly Into the Night."
All I think of now is just that song "Into the Night" by Santana with Chad Kroeger singing. You hear them? They're so noisy. They're so...
No, I really can't. I'm like, I'm sitting here like, will I ever hear these birds that she talks about?
Maybe they're not actually real. I'm going absolutely batshit.
Right? I believe that. That you're going.
Shut up, Nathan. You're more batshit than I am.
What?
I'll have you know that the term is guano. I'm more guano than you are.
That actually makes it sound cool, though. I'm more guano than you. Alright.
Go watch Ace Ventura in the other room. Oh.
Can we get this? Yes, we can. Gotta make some
No, we
nifty
can't.
sunglasses. Sunglasses.
I am doodling on paper, but, you know. Also because I haven't really been at my computer from being busy, and I'm working on a new stream layout.
Which is more than I can say for when it comes to stream layout stuff. Mine's still this. Still the one. Still the one. It's my better
But it's
half.
still cool and
Still the
animated
one.
and fits you.
I need to change that head.
Ginge is looking relaxed.
Yeah, I still don't like his portions. But that's also because, like, I just went right into drawing it instead of, like, you know, a proper person would. Is like, let's make proper boxes, and not boxes, but since he's mainly cylinders, is what it is. Like, the head's a cylinder, the body's a cylinder, and the legs are cylinders. Because it's strictly like it literally is. Like, if I made a 3D model of him, his head would be a cylinder. His head would be just fit on top of another cylinder. Which is actually one of the things I keep things like, should I just make a 3D model of him? That way I can just
I was just
position him wherever I want.
3D model.
Yeah, if I make a 3D version of him, I can position wherever I want, snap that shot, put it into place, and just sketch over it.
Yeah.
Get what I need, move on. Not only that, but I'd make his hair and just be perfect from every angle. Just like
You said
mine.
I don't like his portions, and did you mean proportions or actually portions?
Proportions.
I'm sorry. I just keep laughing about it. Sounds like you're like gonna eat him piece by cylindrical piece. Proportions.
Ooh. Them words. Oh yeah, I'm glad you caught that. Everyone probably was like, "Is this person eat his comic?" Yes, I printed it off. Read it cylinder by
I know what
cylinder.
you meant. I found it really funny.
It is.
I say stupid shit like that too, because English is hard, okay? Even us that speak it fluently, it's not fluent
Wait,
enough.
I was
It
gonna
never
say,
will
what
be.
are you talking about?
It will never be fluently. You'd be like, I speak English. Really?
I speak
Yeah.
the English that is.
Habla inglés. It's like, I can't speak English. English is a stupid language.
English is a dead language if you think about it. 'Cause nobody speaks it correctly.
It's true. It's true.
Do you mean this? No, of course not. That's not from my dialect.
No,
What?
that's not the slang we use anymore. Get what I'm laying down? Home skillet biscuit? It's not what we use anymore.
Home skillet biscuit. Sounds delicious.
Is that what the kids used to say? I can't tell anymore. Everybody has to do leet speak anymore. In order to bypass algorithms that zone in on like negative words and everything. Hooray, internet!
Yay!
When we get to live in a dystopian world, when?
When does Big Brother actually watch? Always.
Take out the word when. Brother's always watching. I had my eye on a spider, and now it's gone. A 2-sentence horror story.
Keep your eye on the spider. I have faith. End of story.
The spider is gone. Last entry logged 700 years ago. That's what they'll find when they dig me up, if they ever still dig us up. I whined a lot, damn. Got a whole journal on it.
You know what? My first drawing's good enough, because the point is that I need to get some of these ideas down before I just start tweaking and fiddling.
Just take a digital page or a regular page and just start drawing poses and putting stuff down and then throw it in a comic. Because something will come to you.
Just throw it up.
There we go.
Throw it up. Throw it up.
This piece of corn next to that piece of corned beef? Yes, genius. I'm done. I'm sorry. That was stupid.
Was not stupid.
That's disgusting. What's wrong with you? Many things. Let's sit down and have a study, shall we? I mean, Sigmund Freud wants to listen to me. You have mommy issues? No. But thanks.
What?
I'm just doing costume design right now for random things.
That's pretty much one of my weakest things, drawing clothes. I'd just much rather just draw everyone naked. How about that, right?
Hey, you were making progress when you were trying to draw Sephiroth's Too Many Buckles.
Oh my gosh.
That's literally what I use for practice sometimes, is the ridiculous Final Fantasy characters' clothings.
Well, see, and now that I think of it, like, if I'd only just taken a reference from the actual original video game, there would have been no buckles. There would be very, very little buckles. It would have been all blocks.
Oh, come on now.
That was my...
The remake had just hit the shelves. You can't do people like that.
Yeah, I can. I want the nostalgic game. That's right. Here you go.
You have the true game, because the real one isn't the true remake. Please leave. All the purists, just please leave. Sick of it. what we expected. What were you expecting?
The unexpected. What?
Then that's what you should have been expecting.
There you go.
We haven't got to play the Intergrade yet, but I'm looking forward to it with Yuffie.
Draw the cylinder, then you can draw the face.
Yeah, like as ridiculous as it is, some of the Final Fantasy clothes actually really do help with drawing for me. And then I try to draw regular plain clothes and I'm like, I can't do it. It's so boring.
Right?
Where's all the buckles? Too many buckles.
Yeah, you're ordering too many buckles.
Either buckles or zippers. There's always one of too many. Like Lulu's belt from Final Fantasy X, that's a nightmare. I wonder if I should like make you draw that and trigger you.
Don't.
Don't do this to me. I'll show you a picture of it. Oh, God.
Because actually, right now, I'm trying not to visualize that.
Like, shut up, Kayla. Quiet.
You're gonna induce a lot of anxiety.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the room. So Clockwork Orange therapy. Your eyes strapped open. Just all the Final Fantasy characters with all the buckles.
Too many buckles.
You will learn.
Too many buckles. Too many buckles. Can we draw fingers? Maybe. That works.
Hands and feet. When they aren't wearing those singular gloves or socks, they are the worst things in the world. Thus, everybody in my world wears gloves and socks. It's a perpetual winter.
Whenever you can cheat it. As long as it doesn't break the story, right?
Real talk, don't do that to yourself, though.
What, simplify things? Or draw gloves
I
on
mean,
everything?
complete avoidance of it.
Well, it depends, because for animation, you want to simplify things. Because if you're going to be drawing it like dozens of times, you would like to see it easily done without too much.
Right. I'm just saying don't completely avoid practicing it.
Yes, practice-wise, don't. If you're trying to animate, try to simplify it, but don't also give up on the fact that, maybe it's best for story. Your animators might dislike you at the moment, but, they'll understand that it comes out better that way. Somewhat have perspective there. don't know what kind of sneakers I'm gonna give him. I don't know if it's gonna be Adidas or Nike. Which one will sponsor me? Now fight!
This video is not sponsored. Oh.
Can it be? Never. No. Aww.
No, we don't want our brand attached to your ass. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's why I need to find some ginger soda to do it. So good, even ginger's free. Gosh, that reminds me of the Fever Tree brand. And yeah, again, not sponsored by them, but they have written on their ginger drink. I forgot exactly if it was ginger soda or ginger whatever.
Wasn't ginger ale?
It was probably a ginger ale, but it's in a glass bottle. Fever Tree has it, and their catchphrases, or they like one disclaimer on it is made from real ginger or gingers. There's an S at the end. That was the S that
all the difference.
The S made so much difference. Like,
oh my god.
So I literally thought, is that cannibalism? If I drink this right now? I don't know if I should have this product in my possession.
There can be only one, Nathan. You must consume. Absorb their power.
Had the ginger power to my own. Yes, just as crazy as that sounds, that's practically what it is. That's what it sounded like. But yeah, I was quite stunned to find a product that said that, and I was like, I'm not sure how to react to that.
Somehow I picture you like that meme now. That one like old advertisement, and the woman's face on it is so like shocked when they zoom it in, and it's like, the what?
You know, maybe I should make that one the comments too. Just a single frame, Ginger's just holding it, and it says "made from real ginger," and it's like, is this cannibalism? Is this all right? How many different lines?
The meme.
The best part of waking up is gingers
in your
cup. Gingers in your cup.
Just zoom in on the grains or something. The coffee grains are all screaming little gingers. Oh, I had a dark thought.
Spoils in the sunlight. Boom. All right. You had a dark thought?
Morning. Ginge takes out his morning coffee. And it's the coffee beans. And it's like the best part of waking up. Ginger's in your cup. It zooms into the beans getting ground up, and there's just little screaming ginger. Oh god! There can be only one.
There's an advertisement too. Gingers. Why are you killing your own kind? Because there can be only one.
Have the Zool voice. Be only one.
I'm giving this guy fluffy, curly, like, hair. Because he can work it.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. My dang down, flip it, then reverse it. I hate you.
I only say certain things because it triggers certain other things.
Y'all making me look like a fool.
I don't make you look like that.
Your folly is not my fault.
Yeah.
You ever hear the phrase, check yourself before you wreck yourself? That's what it means. Don't let your mouth say what your brain can't catch up with. That gets you into troubles. I wonder if we should make a 3D model.
I really do think so, because then I can make a figurine, and I can play with Ginger all day.
You can find someone who makes a 3D printer and then like print a 3D version of it.
Oh, I have a friend that has a 3D printer.
There you go.
And I bet you I can persuade him.
Excuse me, I'd like to print this so I do not struggle with my character.
I don't struggle with him. It's a matter of just be cool with him.
You do struggle with him. Think about it.
Well, well, I mean,
the emotional baggage.
Well, I can definitely admit and say that, you know, there are times where it's like trying to figure out his position is not exactly
take your characters to the you take your characters to the side like I do and go, listen, you are pissing me off.
Why don't you look like the same as that one there? What happened? What did you do?
And all they can do is stare back and go, bitch, I came from you.
that brain thing between them ears needs cleaning out.
You poked it with one too many Q-tips, now you can't figure shit out? That ain't my problem.
This more into frame. I don't know why I have such an extreme... Like, he's kissing the side of that frame. It's like, just close it up. Why does it have to be so freaking far? The point is, like, it doesn't have to be, like, you don't have to be that weird about it. More fluffy hair! Give me more hair! Not me personally, because it's cool and refreshing, actually.
It's refreshing. And burns easily.
Yeah. But that's why I have wide brim hats. So I can look like an old maid!
I don't know, I feel like you look like a cool fisherman uncle.
Well, that's true. That's probably more so what I look like as a fisherman. The ginger fisherman. There you go. That could be a funny moment. Just Ginge in a raincoat, as if he's out fishing. Fishing. That iconic yellow, right?
Jumping in puddles.
We all like jumping in puddles, don't we?
Especially when other people are around. Get jumped.
That's even better, because then you go, oh, I'm so sorry. And then when they turn around, it's like, no, I'm not. Right? Isn't that what you used to do?
Used to.
Well, that was back in the day.
A few times at Meyer.
I was saying, isn't that back in the day when you actually were, a person that socialized and went outside? Now it's less so as you get older, right?
There were a few times in curbside that I did it on purpose to people. Like, I'm so sorry. Take your groceries and get out. I would just hate it because there would be tens of billions of people that would decide to show up because, oops, it started raining. I guess I should go get my groceries for some reason. Because they don't have an awning and they have paper bags at the time. And I can just get unnecessarily pissed off when they don't load my car fast enough. And I'm not going to get out to help because it's raining. And the rain came down.
Right, yes, right.
Oh, yes. Yes. I keep checking your music if it turns off.
Thanks, because like
It did turn off. It did turn off. I can't hear anything unless it's in like the lull between songs, but I think it might have turned off.
Well, that's weird because actually, according to Streamlabs, it still has the audio bouncing off of the input where Spotify's coming in from, which is weird.
Oh, I see. It had a build up.
Okay, yeah. See.
Because I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because this
there
is
it is.
Orchestra Flight of the Crow.
Ooh, crows are pretty. Crows are awesome. I love crows and ravens. And Edgar Allan Poe.
I still think of what is it? There's two crows sitting on a log, and it's called Attempted Murder. Love that one. Yeah. That is always a good one. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Well, it's a good one. It's definitely a good one. Oh, why am I looking to my other screen as if the reference is on a little card in front of me? I think I've made your arm too big.
Sort of waiting for a phone call at the moment.
Ooh, phone call?
Phone call. So if I randomly just stop talking, you'll know why.
Oh, that's fine.
Or I may have to use the bathroom or something, who knows.
Which is right next door. I mean, I don't even have that kind of convenience. My goodness. I have to walk through the black curtain and then across the basement to the almost the other side. then the bathroom door greets me.
After
where you
making
been?
your way through the scary darkness.
Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I scared the crap out of myself. It's like, and I was just about to get to the bathroom when this happened.
I'm going to hold my pee now.
Well,
not good for you. Neither is dying.
You know, and like I know I talk a big game, but when it comes to like my imagination and messing with me, it is just full on every time. Walk in the middle of the dark, and all I start thinking is it's like every single thought of like all the creatures I came up with as a child start going like that little one's right over there. I can see it why do I see it? Why is it even real? It's not real. And I have to, as a grown man, tell myself, none of those things I created in my head are real. My goodness, man.
Can somebody just take an edit of Lawrence Fishburne from The Matrix and just drop it in, just saying, your mind makes it real?
Right? So one of these days, I guess I'm really scared that will actually happen. It will manifest itself, and it's like, oh, that's not gonna be good. Right?
Maybe you shouldn't play Silent Hill.
that's my problem. It's like, I play scary games and they stick with me. Like, I'm good at, it's funny, I'm good with gory, scary movies. Fine, I could watch this all day. But when I watch the scary documentary,
I'll tell you what, you ain't lying there.
The documentary version is like, they make it a little too real. I know that's their point.
Like, why am I remembering what that one reporter said about this incident in this moment? I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't wanna.
But I have to pee.
Yeah, it always comes down to that. Bodily functions. It's like, outweigh survival. Outweigh the survival instinct. How wonderful.
I know Jason Voorhees could be in that cabin by the river, but man, I gotta pee, and that's the only accessible bathroom within the next mile. Is that how that works?
Something like that, yeah, absolutely. That is just creepy. Starting from scratch, don't like any of this, because, you know, I really need to make more boxes, more shapes before I commit.
X's.
Well, more triangles. The head's a cylinder, no matter what I think. It's a cylinder, but it could be broken down to like, no, it is clearly it is a cylinder when I make these characters' heads.
That's not really a bad thing, though.
No, but it's not an easy. It's not an easy shape to work with when it comes to somebody's head when you're trying to get perspective.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm saying is like, you don't use cylinder for that purpose. You don't. And not only that, but to be honest, like, even from what I've seen, is like, using boxes don't really give you that great of a shape either. It's more triangles. I feel triangles give me more control. Especially when it comes to movement, because now you're forcing the weight of something to be moving in a certain direction when you make it a triangle. You're kind of committing to how it shifts. See, I don't even like that. And what am I doing wrong that makes me feel like this is off? Yeah, because the next frame is quite a big deal. Because I really like the fourth frame. How am I gonna draw this character when I can't even get the base down? I can't.
Make a 3D model.
Yes, you're right. So you're telling me I need to go open up Blender?
You could show your viewers how you work it. need to work it.
That's true. Because
It will be kind of an integral part of your stuff, though.
Yeah, and heck, if I actually make 3D... Because there is something to the effect of making a 3D version of this. And simplifying...
As horrifying as it will probably look.
Well, see, but that's also one of the key tricks of it is, like, even if you use 3D models, you can make a 3D model look like it's 2D. You can flatten it out based upon how you do the lighting. So there is an aspect of, I would have the portions always correct based upon a 3D model, but essentially it would look like it's still a 2D cartoon. So there is something to this effect where then I would have this model always set up with the same color scheme because it'd be textured a certain way and everything, and then all I have to do is render that out and then adjust the picture in like Photoshop or something, or even in Krita for that matter, because I could pull it in and then do was it special effects across it to adjust it a little bit further and clean up some of the certain aspects. So like there is a workflow that definitely is something to look into.
For now, it's just worth a shot, seeing if it kind of helps you with the figure and focusing on how to put it in the space you're thinking of.
And it's sad, I haven't used this drawing pad with Blender at all. I should start doing that.
Gotta start somewhere.
Well, let's see. So I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh, Max! Find your way to the first monitor.
Excuse me. Makes me feel a little bit meh with like people are like, you don't know how to do that? No, I don't. Please teach me. Don't be a dick about it. You don't already know how to do that? No, I don't. Because as a matter of fact, there is a first time for everything, and that is now.
Mm-hmm.
Stop gatekeeping and tell me how. Please teach me your ways.
And I keep thinking about this too, is like, I could do environments pretty easy too. It's sad, like, why am I always drawing everything? Because, I want to draw them. I want the hand drawing. Well, you can make a model of that and draw over it. Oh,
You can, but there's also a satisfaction of learning how to do it without one.
Well, yeah. Oh,
It's like training wheels on a bike. You can always use training wheels. Sometimes it's necessary. But then when you get those off, you feel good about having just the two wheels. You feel like a big boy now. And then when you can do both, man, you can do some stick wheelies.
Fine Blender, update. Got a 30 byte update, and it's just impeding me from sitting.
Yeah, learning how to do both is like going on a unicycle and looking boss.
Oh my gosh, that means I could do the I could set everything to a proper perspective. What is wrong?
Was Blender like,
Practice.
You haven't used me in forever, you idiot?
Well, no, it had a 45.8 megabyte update. And it's like, are you kidding me? Because like I looked at it like, what do you mean there's a download? What? I was like, no, it's just a little minuscule one. They're like, don't worry about it. It's like that still made me go like, I bet you it's gonna be a freaking like gig, and like, cause it just wants to throw that at me now. Now the worst part is I actually have not used this for a while, so I know most of the hotkeys and everything. It's just it's gonna be a matter of what is it?
Hey man, you haven't used me in a while.
Well,
why would you not expect an update?
There's also one aspect is like I use this and then it's like I had presettings and then I think I hit default and I got frustrated. I was like, fine, I'll just figure it out another time, and I haven't gone back to figure it out. Because like I had them saved somewhere and they weren't where I thought they were, so it's like I clearly have moved the file or deleted the preset that I had saved for myself. So clearly I'm not as organized as I thought.
Making pancakes, making pancakes.
Bringing it over. I mean, there's also, I can sculpt with this too, which is one of those things like I really do need to take that time and do this. Am I gonna be? Yeah, because I don't have the middle mouse button to help me move. I might actually just have to use the mouse anyways. What is? I'd have to set up my pen, and that's probably the main reason why I haven't bothered to use it with this, is that I don't have it. I didn't have it previously set up with that, and I don't have it currently set up with with the screen yet. Just gonna use geometric shapes. Oh wow, this is a struggle now to remember, like, there are so many previous buttons I've forgotten. Yeah, because now I'm like, I remember I had so many presettings. So... oh, goodness. Yeah, this will be the frustrating, like, 15 minutes of me going, alright, where is this tool like I wanted?
Yeah.
Yup, S. Shift spacebar, shift that, blah blah blah. Did you hear something in the background?
No. No. Thinking of funny things.
Oh, what funny things? Please let me know.
Homestuck things. And listening to sirens.
Ooh, that sounds good. Sirens are nice.
I hope when we move we don't live quite as close to a hospital. Or whatever. Over the years, sirens have freaked me out.
Well, they usually indicate, you know, some bad
things.
But once you listen to my sister's dog Maddie just howl at it as they go by, and you're like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Really?
That does sound adorable, actually. I can't wait to get a dog. And a cat.
Poopy. Yes,
I
I said
technically
poopy.
have a cat. But yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of interface changes. See, I should have just kept using the old one instead of updating this like I've done. See, that's where I'm at. Making boxes. Not what I want to do.
Yeah, I can't explain why this is funny from Homestuck. I'm just it's one of those things where you have to have the context and read it, but it's
which I do not, because I haven't read all of Homestuck.
You will probably never read all of Homestuck. It's long as hell. I think it's still going with some epilogue stuff.
I don't think I've ever known hell to ever been an ending or has a stop. Huh? I think it's ongoing and forever.
Dang, Kayla.
So Spacebar is clearly not doing what I want, and I think this has a lot to do with the fact that I'd once loaded in a preset to make you have the tools work similar to 3ds Max, and it's like a lot of these keys are not quite what I'm expecting them to be. So I think that was one of the things I misplaced, is the presets like that. My goodness. See, there's so much setup I have to redo now. All I want is a cylinder, and it's like, I don't even know where the heck the pre-shapes, because there's shapes you should just be able to select, and it's like, I want the cylinder version, let's just do that. Or, can I just make a box and adjust it? I could do that too. Just a little more tedious. Don't need it. I want this. Location, let's go with 0, 0, 0, so your dead center. Scale. There's two forms of that. Where's the other one that actually tells me? Oh, that's right, the units are... What are the units in? Dang it, that's right, the units aren't... Because I actually used 3ds Max to do more of things to scale, so I'd used translation to inches, and I don't have that anymore in this, because that was one of the features I lost. Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of downloading again with these plugins I used to use, because that's one of the things that's nice about Blender, is you have these options to put in a bunch of stuff, but once you lose it and you go, I had so many things. Now, can't find them. Of course, this will be really nice when I get it properly set up to do sculpting it again. Add-ons. Let's go do that list. Give me the list. I know I have to turn on a bunch of these. Top renders. So where are the ones I want?
Oh.
What got you giggling?
Someone. Oh. No, it's just... Someone sent a picture of a Build-A-Bear. Build-Bear. And it's like a little sprinkle covered. It looks like he's covered in sprinkles. And they're like, quick, give him a name right now. And they typed in Sprimkle, like sprinkle. M. And the person shows them typing it in the birth certificate, and that they sent it to them, and his name is Sprimkle. And it makes me happy. It's so cute. Oh, Build-A-Bear. Makes you want to go to the mall. Where they have like the middle, there's like a kiosk in the middle of one of the floors. And it's just Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear.
I've never gone to a Build-A-Bear. Not once. I've
Real
walked
talk,
by.
neither have I.
I've walked by and I go, only had a kid.
You are a kid. What's wrong with you?
That's right. I used to be a Toys R Us kid. Aw.
Oh, ancient ruins. Just like a Blockbuster.
What is
Actually
that?
makes me really sad to walk by like old Blockbusters or something, or see that it's turned into something else, because I'll be like, oh. I remember when they used to be around. They used to be so convenient. Now we all have Disney Plus and Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Peacock and. I sounded like an old person then, I apologize.
But Kayla, you are.
You whippersnapper, you be quiet. I am beauty, I am grace. Especially when I stuff food into my face.
Like that rhyme. That works really, really well.
I'm having a kind of stomach ache right now, and I don't know why. Stop it. You're well fed, you're fine. Use the exercise bike for like half an hour, leave me alone.
Is it gurgling back at you?
Mm-hmm. It is gurgling back at me. Like the angry child it is. Always wanting more cake.
More cake! Okay, there it is.
It knows we have cheesecake and chocolate cake in the house. I saw them with your eyes. You feed me now.
Okay, so location is, that's all I can dictate from that. Then where's the other option to actually tell? Okay, it is in metric. It's one win. Imperial. So actually, I do recall loading in a different unit set. Yeah, because I think I was using a version of Imperial where it was translating each, like a pixel to a certain amount. I think that's how it was working. Trying to find what I need.
I can't help you whatsoever because this program is like a whole new world.
Well, the sad part is how long it's been since I've used some of these, and it's gone through a significant UI change since the last time I used it. And like I said, I should have said no. I don't want the update and still use the version I know very well. Because now it's a matter of like, I have to find all the tools again. Where's this? Where's that? In the modeling section. And the hotkeys aren't the same because I know that I had it set to a version that was was it? I had it set to a version that was similar to 3ds Max, is what I learned, which is what I learned in college. And that it changed quite significantly enough to where it was very familiar and how to create stuff. And now I'm pretty sure that it still
Maybe
exists.
You can just maybe you could just head back to Krita for now and work on your bit on your logo and kind of fuss with Blender off stream.
Mm-hmm.
Get it set up to a point where you can.
That's what it's gonna have to be. Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll be futzing with it on stream for the rest of the stream.
Oh, exactly.
The half hour you've got.
Exactly. Which is again like I'm gonna have to go through and find the newer drivers or newer plugins for this version to give me what I want. That's really what it is in the end. Is like I just need to get the newer plugins because I have the plugins for the older one.
Unfortunately, sigh.
Mm-hmm.
Big sigh.
But again, it was still funny when it said, "Hey, I'm gonna update." Like, what are you doing?
You still love me, but I have to update.
Again, it was just a small one because I've been keeping this up to date. I just thought I'd go do it. Alright, so what was I doing?
Alright, you're gonna do a logo?
Well, the idea was just to play around with designing another. It's just from a random idea. But that one takes, I mean, it does take quite a bit of time to actually get a proper logo going. And this one is not like it's for anyone either. This was just for fun. And that's mainly because I like the idea of, like, it'd be great to have a food truck, because I like cooking. It'd be great to just drive around and cook stuff.
That's probably, well, that's kind of a plan that my mom and I have when we get to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. My mom's too tired to keep working in, as a waitress.
Well, I can imagine being in a food truck is not going to be that much different, though. Except for you don't have to walk to the table and back.
I was gonna say, but she's tired of walking to tables and, like, doing all of the work, essentially, that comes with taking care of a table rather than, like, her own kitchen.
Which definitely makes a lot of sense. When you have a food truck, then you're just wandering around a very small space that's a kitchen. And then handing it off because people have to come to you. I mean, you do most of the legwork by driving. Well, what would you be serving?
We were thinking of taking a bit of Michigan over to Hawaii. Just some things like, well, for one thing, like a pasty. Like, they don't really have much of that over in Hawaii. At least not on Oahu.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, they probably do, but somewhere...
They could have a different version, too. Because, you know, every culture has something that's fairly similar. I remember getting pasties going up north to my grandfather's often.
Same. With my grandma.
When Grandpappy would come around, we get a pasty.
We used to stop on the side of the road and pick asparagus right from the side of the road up north.
What? See, we were never that lucky to find anything like that.
My grandma would take me either getting asparagus or blueberry patches. It was fun.
Ah, the old times. Back when life was simple.
Back in my day. Back in the days when you didn't have all that stuff inside, you could go outside and get your feet dirty and go play in the mud. Okay, boomer. We're becoming the boomers, though.
But how? Isn't boomer just another name for somebody that's closed-minded, though? Conservative?
Yeah, it's used in that context, yeah.
So, do you feel like you're conservative and closed-minded?
I very much try not to be. And if I sound like I am, please educate me. Like, don't be mean to me about it. I'm honestly not trying to be. I grew up with a very conservative, very religious, very Republican, very boomer family. So if, like, there's something I say or do that, I try to really check myself before I say or do anything all the time. I really try to keep an open mind.
Well, and it's different when you say a certain thing, too, at times. Because, no one, if you said it a certain way and you don't realize the wording sounds bad, that's one context of like which like, oh, that's right, that can be taken in that way, yet I don't mean it that way.
Like the unknown implicit bias that you can carry.
Yes. So the way how you say something is something that's part of like what needs assistance at times. Because when you've been around it, you don't actually think about your wording on everything all the time. And it's not to say that like, oh, I'm lazy about figuring it out for myself. It's like, no, sometimes you just say things and you just like, oh, that's right, that can be taken.
It's mostly because nobody's corrected me on it before, if that's the case.
That's true too.
Or if they have corrected me on it, I don't ever say it ever again because they treat me like crap when they try to correct me on it. Like, you're a bad person for saying it like that. When I'm legit trying to learn how not to and to whatever, like, if that's something else that we all have to learn is like, don't be a complete absolute dick to people that are trying to be better. Because people fuck up.
That's true.
Or they don't know how to say something that's like said differently nowadays, or, you know, obviously there's the like the really glaring things that I'm sure we all know and everything like that. Like, you know, you know.
Do I need more fluff for that?
Like, there's a difference between how you, like, you know, people that won't change and people who are willing to change. Just gotta be able to differentiate.
Yeah. That's a boomer. One that will change.
Yeah, the ones who aren't willing to change and continuously do it on purpose are
yeah, make excuses. Make excuses not to change. That's the thing. Like, once you start making excuses of why you shouldn't have to change, you're a boomer.
Okay, boomer. But yeah, just
because like I dislike the arguments like, well, we said it all the time back. It's like that's back in the day, you know.
It's like
life moves on, right?
Ago.
It's like, you know, life moves on, right? When you were a kid, did your parents ever think like, you know, like, where's the world going to nowadays? These kids are growing up crazy. Yes, they did. Why do you keep the mentality moving forward? Stop that rotation of thought.
Sometimes the cycle ends with you. That's what I'm trying to be. Sometimes it really feels like a heavy burden. Sometimes.
Again, it's trying to put in the effort to realize what it was, which we didn't know before.
Plant the seed. Be a tree. Grow. Like that picture you're drawing. It looks like a piece of broccoli.
He's broccoli boy.
A mini tree. A delicious mini tree when it is covered in cheese. Excuse me. I don't know why I just thought of like literally a character called Broccoli Boy and just pours cheese on his head and runs away. I'm Broccoli Boy, and that's all he contributes.
I don't think I ever showed you the little comic of a cupcake, did I?
Probably not.
It's dressed as Rambo and just, you know, it's crazy. But it's a little Rambo cupcake. Only he just runs around and says, I'm an MFN cupcake. Yeah. As a matter of fact, like, I drew that while at work one day and handed it to a friend. And he goes, what is this? And like, it's exactly what it is. And just like, why are you handing me this? Like, and I actually just proclaimed it, like, just said, because I'm an MFN cupcake, right to his face.
I'm an MFN cupcake.
Yep. Just let him know, like, that's what I am.
That's like their only contribution to it, but it's the best one. I am drawing hair.
You must really love that character, or hate yourself. I'm kidding.
Tell you though, you ain't far off the mark. How much do you love your characters so much that I hate myself? That just gave me an epiphany about everything. The meaning of life.
42.
Oh, stop it. Get your guide out of here, you hitchhiker. Go back to your galaxy.
Alright. See, once you draw crap for a few moments, then it goes like, okay, it makes kind of sense now. Kinda. And then you start drawing hands, and it's like, I don't think I've ever drawn hands. Why does it always feel like that? Every meme is right when they say that this is how it is. Like, I never feel like I've ever drawn a hand every time I go to do it.
Every single time. Your music's being nice to you. It's still going.
I know, it's because I'm not listening to it. I can't hear it at all. So I'm expecting it to work. I expect it to work properly because when I can hear it, it goes, now I'm going to cut off while he's in the middle of talking. So he doesn't catch it until like a good 5 minutes later. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what it's doing.
Yeah.
I know what it's doing. I'm well aware. I'm well aware of how jerky it can be.
What a jerk. What a joik. Someone moving upstairs. That scared the hell out of me.
Well, you see, humans, sometimes they have to go pee. You see?
And then they get scared of the dark and don't.
Aw. No, I think I'm just gonna poop in the bucket I have in the corner. That's what I'll do. Don't even wash it.
I have a bucket and some bottles. I'm good.
Well, and it's a funny thing is I also like torturing myself a bit. So there is times where it's like during the month of October, it's like this is Halloween month.
My life
I'm
now.
gonna watch everything scary, and it's because like there is a part of it that I do enjoy, the fact that my imagination plays with all of it, and the fact that I imagine these little creatures in the dark is great. The just worst part is that actually in my head, seeing them animated and moving after me just creeps me out. That's really the part. It's like, I don't need it to actually move. Why can't I just keep it as a still frame just that sits over there? Why does it have to crawl? Why does it have to move? I love
this imagination during the month of Halloween. I hate this imagination.
Well, again, it's one of those little things that, you never really think like, oh, this won't hurt me. It's like, yes, it will. Oh, you wait, buddy. No, you can't hurt me.
You thought.
Challenge accepted. Don't say that, brain. You're supposed to be on my side.
That should be a comic. Oh, it's just my imagination. It won't hurt me. And just your brain, and like zooms into the brain, just going, challenge accepted. The most recent movie I think that got me pretty freaked out was The Babadook. Like, I can't watch that movie. And walk around my house at night.
I think I still have to watch that. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have.
I just can't. Like, I just can't walk around the house at night without thinking of that thing. It pisses me off. Like, I hate this life. Why? I just want a glass of water.
Oh my gosh. I think I messed up how that arm's supposed to be. Yes, I did, because it's now pushing forward in the direction. I went the wrong way. Because this is a person that's at a angle. And I'm technically creating an arm that's coming out. This out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Pick it up. Do-do-do-do.
For some reason it started making me think of like winning music from Mario. Good, it's time for me to run to the bathroom while I listen to that music and have it ingrained in my thoughts forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
So this is an extreme close-up of this guy's back. It's only because also had total eclipse of the heart.
Have you seen the literal video version of that song?
Nope.
We're watching something after stream, you know that, right?
Yay! Maybe. Yay! Maybe. Maybe I'm more yay? Or is it more yay? I don't like hay. That's why I don't
not
hay.
a horse.
Of course, of course. I'm not the famous Mr.
There wasn't no lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. I don't know, lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Oh.
Wonderful. Beautiful contribution.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, now I'm gonna put this one down to 50%. The next frame is about the same, but is shifted. There's more of a twist. There's a twist.
A twist.
So this will be similar, but I have the shoulders. In fact, even the head. Alright, so let's... Alright, we're just gonna draw red. Because we see everything in red. We're drawn at red. I have a pretty big movement, so that's actually quite awful to say it that way. It's funny how I think when I say movement, I think taking a number 2. After all. Right? I think it is. Nope. I need to draw that cylinder where I want it, because this shoulder is now lower compared to that one. So there's this whole shift going like that. Shift, shift, shift. So if this shoulder goes down, then we have a cylinder. I'm also looking a bit further forward. We got that. There. Let's give him that. adjust the placement for the gear. The hair a bit more. Better. Curve butt. Bigger. Of course, that I got too much of a turn. Now I'm overturned. Overturning it. Not what I want. I think I know the body is getting a little bit more narrow like this because we got a full turn going on, and this almost comes up really. Now we have a bit less showing. If it miraculously appears. The hand was off screen, then it comes on the screen.
It's 6 o'clock.
What?
Sad but true.
But I must draw the box. The box.
What's in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Wow, spoilers.
You haven't seen. I was about to say The Sixth Sense just to see if I'd piss you off, but I was like, if you haven't seen.
Fucker. I swear.
I know. It just came to mind, and I thought like that'd be hilarious. Like that's a bit cool, don't you think? Just a little bit. Oh, I didn't say it.
I thought it was a spoiler, not the spoiler.
That arm is looking way too scampy. Which also then means I think I need more face. For some odd reason I made the arm short. Now it's gonna sit further on this. What is wrong with me? See, I'm just framing this incorrectly. Oh, that's why we do storyboards. So it's like I realize now that what I did on my little sketch of a pad or a yellow thing, the canary color, my sticky note words.
What are those?
Yeah, one of them words things. Okay, buddy. Old pal. I definitely need to work on this perspective, but I just want to get that one done. Okay, well I got some of the movement in the clothing. Trying to twist. Twist and shove. So that makes that frame 4. Which I guess, if I don't do the last 2 frames, you really don't get the punchline. So I could leave that for another time. Cliffhanger. That works for me. So if it wasn't evident, I'm doing a lot of these drawings in squares, because it's practically what I used back in the day. Is just I drew everything inside a square and then just put them together. So I said, why not just keep with that and I'll just do squares. But this is a storyboard of the idea, and I think I'm also then going to take it and do it in more of like a scrollable version. So what is it? I still have like 2-3 other ideas. I need a storyboard. That's my biggest problem, is like getting them from sticky note to storyboard to, you know, first version storyboard, and then reiterating how I like this needs to be told this way. That's what I need to get better at, is getting from my sticky note pile over there to a rendered form. So I got that frame done. Technically got that one done. So I have 2 left, which I can work on a bit later. And you know, the thing I also should consider is like, should I make Ginge into a pin? What do you think? Do I have a missing Kayla again?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
That'd be interesting to see Ginge as a pin.
There's also the killer fruit that I really, really need to explore in its own comic, and I think that's like, because that's like a what is it? A whole group of characters. So that's something. So, but yeah, that's what I'll have to consider that for next time. So
I think if you could have
Sorry,
like a comic spread for Ginge, you could sell a pin with a comic.
Mm-hmm. And the idea is like, if the comic gets, you know, a bit more, then I could expand and make another comic. So right now, I think instead of all the ambitious ideas of how many different comics do you want to make me? Well, I want to make a dozen of them. It's just...
I know that feel.
Well, it's because I've always had these multiple different stories. Well, like one is noirish, because I love that kind of form. It has very much the feel of like a Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly enough, I didn't read Frank Miller until I was more than an adult. And so and these are stories that I developed while I was a spin-off. So this is before I got to know some of them. So by that point, I'd only had so much Spider-Man, Venom, and Carnage, in my system.
It's like you met your dance partner.
Mm-hmm.
And it was wonderful.
Right?
The waltz was amazing. But now you are writing your own steps.
Yes.
For your own waltz.
Well, and it's great when you come up with your own idea and then you read something that can influence and have you help take it to another step, another level. So that's one aspect, is have your ideas, but then really try to absorb other ones to flesh out yours more so. Because, you have to give it more shape. And that usually comes with time and, experience, therefore old age. Right? I think that's one way to put it.
The benefits of aging.
Yeah.
The downside, we can't take it back to our younger selves.
No, you really can't, can we? I'm still getting used to the fact... what I had set up before is my monitor 1 and my drawing pad. The monitor 1 was technically, according to the computer, on top of this one, so all I had to do was push the mouse up and it was there. And I've been so lazy about resetting this one up. It's all I have to do is go move it and then say save, and it's done. So every time I try to go to the second screen, I'm pushing upward and go, why is the mouse not appearing? Why is it not there? Yeah, because I'm weird like that. And I realized it's because you got to push it to the side. And here's another trick. the bottom like 2 inches of the screen, or like 1.5 inches or something like that, it won't go through that bottom half. It has to go up high enough, and then it'll go into the other screen, because the screen's a different resolution. It's not as big as the other one. Whereas the other two are the exact same, so it didn't matter. I could go off the edge and it would just fly up there, and it's like, yeah, we're perfect.
God.
So because
Your agenda is to get Blender set up for yourself, use it on your new tablet, and get used to your new tablet.
Yes. Because
like,
now...
Ultimately...
Well, because what it'll be, when I take the time to go through Blender, I have a total of 20 buttons and 2 rollers. That's a set of 4 more buttons that I had before. And, like, the fact that, like, all of them were set up with hotkeys that I wanted, it's like, I have to go through all of that again. And yes, it's tedious, because when you update a driver and it goes, I don't like keeping any of your stuff you wanted, because you have a different system now. So yeah, it's jarring when you want to upgrade your equipment. And like I said, I've used that other the Artist 22E Pro for like at least 2 years now, at least. So I was used to that, and then I said, ooh, upgrade. And I'm very happy. But I'm sad that I don't have everything. Because I get to slowly remember, it's like, oh yeah, this I need to set up for that now.
Downside of new technology.
I need to set up for this one too. I need to do that. I need to do it for that. I'm like, because now it's dawning. It was like, where I'm hoping, because I never for Illustrator I didn't change any of them, but this has 4 more buttons. And I do know that it changed the position for Krita at least, to the point where I had to go through and I really want to change it to this. And then getting the actual spinners to work properly is incredibly tricky, because like I noticed that the one that does the zooming in and out, if I hit the little scroll bar on the side, it'll also scroll up and down then suddenly if I don't tap back on the drawing section, and then it'll zoom in. This is like, depending on what I'm selected on in Krita, the roller will also then technically do 2 or 3 different actions based on where it is. So it's like, that's something. And that's why it's been difficult. It's like, I want you to effectively do the brush, but I'll do the brush only if you select the right thing. And it's like, you are being mean right now. So, like, I have to... It's like, I was hoping that the roller would work and just automatically work. As in, I wouldn't have to go touch the actual size brush, and then I could just roll it. But, like, I'm in the middle of the drawing, and I go, I want the brush to be, like, 5-6 pixels bigger, and just roll real quick, and then into drawing again. So, it's like... Because there's actually 2 different drivers for this monitor, too. I downloaded the new UI one first, and I think that's where it messed up everything. Because then it's like, nothing's working. So I unloaded that, and I put in the regular driver, the one that was useful for the other one. And suddenly nothing was the same. So like, I was like, oh, this new UI one, it's like, it has all the features, it's great. Except for it would not work with Krita. Yeah, new technology. So that's my review on XP Pens. I love it. It's just
Next time on stream.
There's just so much. There's so much setup that you have to go back through.
There's so much stuff you just have to, like, what's gonna work and what do I have to fiddle with?
Yeah, and it's a nuisance, but once I get there, things will flow a lot easier. And I've only had this up since... Was it yesterday? Did I really put it? I think I put it together yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. Yes, yeah. That's right. I just got this yesterday, just put it up yesterday. And of course I do it the day before stream. It's like, maybe I should have waited till after. Then I'd have all week long to mess with it before next stream. But nah, I was too eager. And I did a fairly good job at the screen cover. screen
You
protector
got
that I
some
put on
stuff
it.
done regardless.
Oh yeah. Well, because like I spent all evening yesterday till I was practically like smacking my head on the screen, drawing and fiddling with it, making sure it's like at least I had some idea, because like it's the same pressure of the 8192, but for some odd reason it just feels like it has such a significant range. I think of which, actually, just for the purpose, because one of the things I try to do before stream is these little things. I'm gonna try to have it a lot bigger, because then I have a lot more. But I didn't expect to be able to make a thin line like this, because for some odd reason it felt like this is so much smaller than the previous one, and like I'm trying to keep constant pressure but at the lightest. I do stupid things like this because it's crazy, but then full and then down to nothing. It's amazing how sensitive this one is, and this is not even a powered stylus for this. So I was quite amazed, like, that they were able to work this out without a powered up stylus. Like, okay, I guess they really just put everything into the monitor to figure it out. But yeah, this is kind of one of those little exercises I'd mess with, and I still need to, because I'm getting used to the what feels like it's not any different, but yet it's
itself is what registers pressure.
Yeah, so it kind of does it differently. It's actually kind of awkwardly more sensitive than the previous version, the 22. And that's part of, like, when I was first using it, I thought it was like, gosh, like when I'd lightly do a line, I wouldn't get anything that thin. It was almost like I was always getting more of like that thickness, no matter what I did. Not even, I know, because like the other one, it wasn't picking up on certain things. So I know I had to go into the settings and tweak it like a few pixels up. So it was never this thin. It was almost always at a base of like 2-3 pixels in a sense. So it was always a thicker line in its comparison whenever I made it. So I could never get really thin unless I zoomed out or zoomed in. I'm sorry, the wrong way. And got it. It was able to get a thinner line because it technically was not drawing that many pixels on the screen. So there is a significant amount of sensitivity that this has that the other one didn't. So that's a big difference on how the line quality I make. That alone.
This is not an advertisement.
Well, no, and this is an I've always used their stuff. So in this case, like I knew it was an upgrade I wanted, and when I saw it for so cheap, because I'll let you guys in. This is originally a $900 screen, and I got it for nearly the same amount as I bought the other one for when that was brand new. And now when I had like a 15% discount, but the cost of this one was the cost of how much the original one was back 2 years ago. So yes, I got a significant discount, and I'm still debating on whether or not to keep the second one as like a backup in case this one does fail on me at any moment, or just sell it off, because I've had the screen protector on that thing, and I have another one to replace it with. I still have like I have both styluses, and I have, was it 4 more nubs for the stylus that came with 8. And it's funny, this one also came with 2 styluses. It was like, oh, so it's a bonus one as a gift. Except for, like, the other one made sense why I had 2, because if I had one die on me suddenly, supposedly I would have the other one charged up, ready to go, and it, like, because they're supposed to also last 6 months in between. There's a weird thing. But this one, they're not powered styluses, so it's like, the only reason why I would is if I guess I wear down a nub to about a point where I like it. And then it's like, well, I guess I really want a nice solid one. Because the first time using this, it's very rough at the tip until you've used it a little bit. And then it gets to a bit smoother and easier to use. That's what I've always noticed about them, is like the first usage is like you really got to break it in. What am I saying? It's time to end. That's right? Because I'm well past it with my explanation. But again, I'm not sponsored by XP Pen, but I do like their products. And not only that, but it's affordable. I think that's my biggest thing, is like, I love a Wacom. I'd really love one.
Not for the price.
Well, but like, to get something that like this, it's like,
it's a lot more.
That is
for almost the same function. You're paying for a brand.
Exactly. Now, of course, Wacom works with a bunch of things.
Be careful with.
This,
yes, it's true, but at the same time, there's also been, and I'm not saying it's the most kosher thing to do. Mm-hmm. There have been people who have modified drivers and all this other stuff that will help your piece of equipment. It will trick it into thinking it is something else, so that one thing will work.
Yeah. Now there was,
like for instance, like my PlayStation 3 controller.
Oh yeah.
Because it has a move function in it. It has the what do you call it? The movement or whatever, the 6-axis. Mm-hmm. My computer will not recognize it as a Windows computer unless I download a specific program for it. But there was a fan-made driver thing that I downloaded, and it tricks it into thinking it's a plug-in Xbox 360 controller, and it works. And I didn't have to do anything to it.
Perfect. But of course, it's crazy that you have to download that just to get it to work. But
I'd have to download something anyway.
Well, see, that's almost like the whole aspect of like Sony doesn't like you. Was it modifying anything that they make? And that goes like to the Vitas.
Modified.
Well, and the thing, the Vitas were so modifiable and hackable that people did that for so
really
many.
Funny.
So
is when the PlayStation Classic came out.
Yeah.
They just wanted to compete with Nintendo on their NES and SNES classics. Mm-hmm. The minute people got their hands on that, it became an ultimate box that they could hack into and put any PlayStation game on.
That's right.
So there are people out there that have the PlayStation Classic, and it has the entire library of what they would like with PlayStation games on it.
Yeah. See, and if you think, like, if Sony actually stepped in front of that and said, oh, we'll do that for you, and actually followed through with it, one, they would have stomped out so much of the modders trying to do it for people by saying, here's a bought version that's supported by us, and that would have gotten them so many extra sales. You still would have had those ones that like had the hackable and therefore the free version of it, but you'd still have garnered so much of the market and saying by supporting, and then you'd have had the love of everyone. When you did that, it's like, but Sony has this tendency is like, we don't want you touching our stuff. We don't want you doing that. They really, really don't like the mod world when it comes to their hardware.
I can see why that would be, because Sony has the PlayStation platform, mm-hmm. and they're always kind of hesitant on some things to release it for PC.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing
then they gotta share.
and that's also them going like, well, we're just trying to make things exclusive so it's not closer to Microsoft. Because when you look at PC, you really see Microsoft. You don't see Android too much because it's not as versatile when it comes to certain things. Android has its apps that work really well for it, and then Windows has the other portion. So it's like there's like you won't see a lot of like the really heavy hitter games on an Android operating system. They just don't get built that way. Doesn't mean that they won't ever. It's easier to put them on to PC and then also onto a Mac than it is to do anything with Android, because Android is built for mobile devices.
I think it unless I'm wrong, it's Microsoft started out as PC.
Yes.
And to compete with people like PlayStation and Nintendo, they made the Xbox.
Yep.
Which is essentially a home entertainment system that is a computer on the side.
Yes, and it's a modified version of like the Microsoft Windows, and then they came up with a mobile version of Microsoft Windows. And right now, like, Windows 10 has this whole aspect of, if I had a touchscreen, this probably would work a lot better. Kind of feel to it always. So.
Yeah.
Because they took so many features that you have on your cell phone and implemented into it, like the notifications, the, let's see, they still, because they if I'm not mistaken, they actually reverted back to a lot of the old, because they have the main display when you're in the start menu was how they were trying to get people to have their desktop look, and people were just like, no, we don't want that. I want my icons back. And because they were trying to streamline it and make it all sleek, and therefore you'd have like these certain size boxes like they were on your little screen, because like when you looked at the Windows mobile version, it was practically all these size boxes across it. They were like, and it's like, I think they were trying to even make certain ones, because I barely used it. I used it like once. And that was only because somebody came by and asked me, it's like, how can I find my photos? It's like, well, let's figure that out for you. And it's like, but the app icons, like certain ones you'd use more, they were actually larger than the other ones.
I think we're way in the sky on our tangent now.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone has to wrap a string around your foot so it can be flown as a kite.
High as a kite. Is that what we're saying? High like a kite?
Oh, look, there's the word tangent. Grabbing on. Just grabbing on too. Whee!
Yeah, it happens out too often. Oh, but I do want to say one thing. You know,
so you can end your stream.
But there is one thing, and I didn't get to it. I guess I could always try to next time. But VizRef, if you need something to help you give like a dream board or a reference board, because I found this to be a very nice tool when coming up with reference material, because it allows you to just grab pictures and then throw it into this board, and it organizes it for you for the most part. Or you can even go through and change it around. And I'm finding this to be really nice when I have certain things I want to achieve. So, and like that's what I use. That's what I'm starting to use, because I didn't use it before all too much, but I'm gonna start using it for logo design, because I usually always make a dream board of like, well, what visuals do we want, what kind of themes, and throw it together. It makes it a lot easier than like opening up Krita or Photoshop and then dragging them in and putting them all and resizing them. That's what it's built for. It just does it for you. Yeah. Again, they don't sponsor me. Nobody sponsors me for any of this. This is stuff I use, and it's stuff I think tool-wise that everyone, should give it a shot. VizRef is $4 though. You do have to pay for it. They have a light version that's $2, but I'd say why bother when you can get, because you can actually pull in GIFs into this, by the way. That was my main thing. It's like, well, okay, if I want to do short little animations, it's great to have that reference right there, because what if I want to study a particular movement? Well, I can create it as a GIF and throw it in there. And then have those motions together. But anyways, because that's another tangent that would be going on forever. And I'll talk probably more about it, because as I use it more, it'll be more relevant. It's nicer that it's on my iPad than trying to fit it on my screen. Because it's easier when I don't take up all the computer's real estate. Alright. That's where there's armor. Well, so let's see if I can do this again.
So I will leave. I'm gonna leave that link to that video in a message for you.
Okay,
but
cool.
I gotta get going.
Alright, yes, and I will get to watching that. And thank you for joining me, Kayla.
Oh, sure.
And trying to keep me on task.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work because I don't ever stay on task myself lately.
Nah.
Every day I wake up and life is like, here's what you gotta do today. All the plans that you had, ha! Fuck that. Here's what you gotta do today. I'm like, okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I want to stop now.
I went off the carousel.
On a ride.
Everything's moving. Everything's changing. Always happens.
Everything is making me cry.
Well, that's why, like, I write down 3 things I want to achieve. I'm happy if I just do 1. Because at this stage, like, I know, like, if I can achieve all 3, if I achieve all 3, then I'm doing really good with my time.
I guess I'm setting the bar.
And I must have a lot of free time. What's that?
I guess I'm setting the bar pretty low when I write down "wake up" as the.
Well, you know, I would love to sleep 18 hours, preferably.
No, I mean as in wake up because I'm not dead.
Oh.
Like, I woke up today. Yay, it's a goal!
Well, you know, we gotta start small. You gotta start somewhere. Just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shut up, Nathan.
Yay! And with that, it's a pleasurable time to start wrapping this up. So again, thank you, Kayla. You go have a fun evening, and I'll go watch this video you sent me. And wait, is this a scary one? Is that right?
No.
No?
It's not scary. No.
Why do I feel like you're lying to me?
It's not scary, I promise. It's really funny.
Okay, I've already forgotten which video you told me to watch, but I forgot the name of it. All I remember is that you talked about another one that was really scary. It's like the Bandersnatch or Bandersnatch.
Oh no, the Babadook.
Babadook. It's like.
No, that's a movie. We'll watch that some other time. I'm not gonna show that to you. I would love to scare the crap out of you, but it would scare the crap out of me too. So I'd be kind of shooting myself in the foot.
See, that sounds like a lot of fun. I like watching scary movies with friends.
Shut up, Nathan.
Alright. Bye, Kayla.
Bye.
And with that, I should also part my way. See about getting these other frames at least sketched up and then work on some more. Work on some more other things, especially for what Really Cool Comic-Con is come August 7th at the Dort Center in Flint, Michigan. That'll be my one and only convention for this year. We'll see how it goes and turns out since, you know, the pandemic is relieved. You know, a lot of pressure on it, and of course, you know, expanding horizons. So we'll work with that. And from there, this is BoogieMan dancing on out of here. I'll catch you pretties later. Bye.